The Match of the Heart by Umberto Settembrini. Blackpool, 12th of April 1941. Dear Dad, I was at the park with Leo yesterday. We played football just like we did all of us together before you left for the front. Mum hasn't felt well since we moved to grandmother's because of our economic situation. She works with grandfather at the factory and I'm still at school. We could no longer afford to pay the rent and, of course, the salaries for the Charlie Ernst football team too. Blackpool, after all, is a beautiful city. There are lots of places where you can play football with friends, and although now my only friend is hairy and has 4 legs, he's a great player when he doesn't bite the ball. I'm 15 years old, and I'll make friends very quickly, says Mum. I hope I soon receive a letter from you. I miss you so much. Alan. Alan faced the first day in the new school. When he came home, he dropped his dad a line, as he used to. Blackpool, 18th of September 1941. Dear Dad, I've made friends with 5 boys, Luke, John, Paul, Ricky and Richard. We played together and they told me about the football selections in Blackpool. Many famous youth teams are looking for very capable players. Paul says I'm very good at playing football, and if an observer saw me playing, he would certainly write my name on his list. I haven't received any letters from you yet. We're all waiting for you. Mum says you'll come home early because the British troops have already been called back for a long time. But I'm not a child anymore, and I know when she lies. I love you, Daddy. Alan. The war didn't seem to stop. There seemed to be complications, which people already knew about. Blackpool, 23rd of May, 1942. Dear Dad, I was at the park today, and I was obviously playing football with Leo, when I heard some people talking about many missing English soldiers. Mum isn't letting me listen to the radio. She always invents a good excuse to change the radio station when there's some war news on. My friends and I organised a football match at the small soccer field where you took me when I was a child. Can you imagine me in an important team in an enormous football stadium with the cheers of the fans, Daddy? It would be a dream. I study and play football everywhere. I ran the risk of breaking Mum's flower pot 1,000 times playing at home. She wanted to kill me. Love, Alan. Alan's mother was depressed. Nevertheless, she tried by all means to hide the truth from her son. He's only a little boy and she's worried about his reaction. Blackpool, 27th of November 1942. Dear Dad, a war memorial was erected in the park with the name of the fallen and the disappeared, including yours, Dad, but I believe in your return. The football match was funny. The small soccer field is, as I remembered, the green grass and the lines just repainted. Today the boys asked me who taught me to play football so well, and I told them about our workouts. I keep on writing to you because I'm sure you'll receive all my letters when you're found again. And when you'll come home, we'll remove your name from the stone in the park together. Alan. It's been almost a year and a half since Alan's dad disappeared. However, the young man didn't stop writing, thanks to his strong conviction. Blackpool, 12th of February, 1943. Dear Dad, I received a letter. We carefully observed you playing football at the Blackpool soccer field, and we consider you're up to our expectations. This is why the Liverpool youth team would be happy to have you for the next regional football league. Please contact us as soon as possible. My dream is coming true. They'll pay all the costs and they'll give me a small salary to begin with. Mum always tells me with tears in her eyes, if only your father could see now what a little man you've become. My first match will be at home against Manchester's youth team, and there will be a lot of people at the stadium. I hope I don't make a bad impression. I miss you, Dad. Love, Alan. The boy was afraid of the idea of taking to the field for the first time in such an enormous stadium with such a big audience of supporters. The great day came finally. The team walked out onto the field with a black band on their arms in honour of the fallen. The match started and Alan suddenly showed great skill with the ball. The stadium lights dazzled him and the screams confused him. Half time. It's a draw and the coach gives his final pep talk. The match resumes. 15 minutes went by and then another 30. The clock is running just like the players. Alan conquered the ball and went under the cop. He wasn't able to discern the faces or the voices, but he suddenly heard a voice in particular. He couldn't believe it, but he was sure it was a familiar voice. The boy scored the victory goal in a minute from the end, with a straight shot in the top right-hand corner. He looked again at the fans, but he recognised only his mum and his grandparents. At the end of the match, he got back to the changing room with a smile on his lips and tears in his eyes, and he celebrated the victory with his team. He knew his dad had been there at the match, and he's with him every day. He can't see him with his eyes or hear him with his ears, but he will always be able to feel him with his mind and his heart.